Well, I'm Chris, and this is my buying used RC cars Traxxas Rustler VXL restoration video. I found this for $150. They had it in the RC shop for $250. Now, if you would have paid $250 for this, you would have been ripped off, because I calculated $110 of parts just to get this thing working correctly. I have about $220 and everything you'll see in this video, but we have to throw in a servo in case you have to buy a new one. So $260 is the total I have. Let's see what we end up at the end of this video with. So the reason I said you would have been ripped off, because the RC shop diagnosed this wrong. They said the servo was bad. Well, it was, but it was actually the receiver or transmitter that's bad. I can't really tell. So we're not going to be doing any testing in this video because we have to do further testing on this. I'm not going to plug it back up, but when I plugged it in, it was just violently making the servo go all crazy. So the most important lesson in buying used electric RC cars is, I don't care how friendly they are, I don't care how attractive they are, you test everything right then and there before you hand them any money. This is the second one that I didn't test, and this is the second one that had major issues to most people. To me, it doesn't matter. I have stuff like this everywhere laying around. But to some people, they have to buy this stuff. So the motor's good. We're gonna oil those bearings. And then let's plug in his servo to a good receiver. So it's just going crazy. It shouldn't be doing anything. It's stuck. I don't know. I'm just getting this out of here. So in other words, the servo was bad, so we would have never known until we got home that the receiver or transmitter was the issue. And you could see in there that little spot right there, like it got hot. Something was shorted out, water, I'm not sure. I didn't care about the servo because I was after this right here, and he said that there's nothing wrong with this at all, confidently. So I believed him. So you see how that $40 servo, and now we need a $30 receiver and possibly a new transmitter. So you would have paid $250 for this, $290, maybe $390. You're already at the price of buying a brand new one, and you would have failed miserably. And you already know that damn RC shop, well, that's the nature of the hobby. So then we had another issue with a mismatched shock. I was going through his shocks, didn't have any oil, no diaphragm, so now we have to go through everything. You know, you hear all these people talking about these shocks leaking. I have not had a Traxxas shock leak yet. And maybe because I don't over tighten stuff, maybe because I lubricate parts. And the worst thing you could do to this part of the shock is to put this on there dry. Go ahead and put some, oh gosh. You know, put this stuff over it very carefully. It'll fit loosely over that. Carefully put that in there. And just snug it up. Do not over tighten it. So I did buy a few upgrades for this one. I'm not gonna lie, they do have a nice presentation, and it does feel good putting this stuff on there. Comes with the hardware, cool. So this Rustler came with the shock oil, but this guy wasn't checking anything. Two shocks didn't have any oil in them. Okay, I already bled the air out of it. Snug that stuff up, don't over tighten anything. Another thing I learned, if you're messing with a bunch of mismatched parts, these pieces will have little dots on them. Just try to match the dots. We got 4 and 4. Man, that feels like a brand new shock. I guess the colors are a little weird with the gray, but just make sure the shocks are the same height and everything checks out perfect. So it did come with some Tamiya paint that was pretty close, but I bought some Traxxas paint. So we have that washed really good with Dawn dish soap. I just kind of taped that plastic film back down. So those blue pieces of tape are where he had damaged it, so I don't want the green to come through. All right, first time ever using the Traxxas paint. We're just gonna put the first on there real light, the first coat. Make sure it sticks. So I'm gonna do it light like that because I am in the house. This is an unfinished room. So I should be doing this outside, but it's raining right now. Oh my God, that looks so good. So we're gonna put new ones on there. We're going back with stock until I break them. Totally can see getting aluminum parts there, and these had mismatched stuff. We're just going back with stock. Oh cool, look, robot man with the little head. Just bought a bunch of stuff from Traxxas. I live in Houston, Texas, and I can make an order from Traxxas sometimes and get it the next day. The only thing that bummed me out was this wing. It's for a Rustler 4x4. I guess they changed it. I'm gonna stick it on there. We'll see how I do that later. Putting a little bit of green stuff on here. If it does break, I will upgrade it. I'm gonna keep this one forever. This is my personal car I'm building. So we do have a wheelie bar. We are gonna put bearings in it. We might show that at the end. And just everything clean, washed, and ready. So all those pictures on the internet, how come they don't just have that picture right there? So it's showing 26 pinion, 83 spur. Yeah, 25 pinion, 86 spur. So we're going to go ahead and put that back in there. I bought 2 more wheels for the front, so I have a feeling we're going to be leaving that gearing alone. So let's just put this thing back together real fast. So I ordered slash control arms for the back, so I had to make another order. So we're just putting the stock ones on. I got the wing mounted to this body. That wing got mounted on there really nice. Let's pull the film. Let's see. We're gonna put the stickers on it. All right, that thing looks brand new. So when you're ordering these axles in these little balls, there's mainly for these big one and a small one. The slash uses a little bit bigger. You have to be super careful. He had mixed up pieces right here. Big balls, these were spread out. This thing should turn freely. Always check that out. This thing was completely screwed up. Pay attention to these. It took me like an hour right now to go through all my stuff, and I had extra ones, and we're just gonna put the stock stuff back on, but you can upgrade to the slash stuff that's a little bit bigger. So let me get this thing finished up. We'll take a final look at it. So we're a little over 260 because I bought the green arms. We ordered the wrong ones for the back, so I'm waiting on those, and I ordered a green cover. So we could say we're about $300 in this thing. That's bearings. I had to get another battery for it. As you can see, the wheels and tires, everything came out beautiful. Now remember that body that looked like crap when we first got this thing? Icing on the cake. Bam! Check out what I did with this. Well, see what I did with it. I painted it and I added that spoiler. I thought it fit, but it didn't, so we had to rig it on there. It's legit. It's screwed down and it's straight. So let's go ahead and put the body on it and anoint it with its new body clips. So if you watch this channel, I apologize if I seem angry and negative on the teardown videos. It's because I am. I'm being honest in my videos. I'm not lying to you. I have the freaking tires on backwards. You know, I buy these cars and I ask these people questions, and then when I get them home and tear them down, I find so many things wrong with these cars, like this one. This thing was a joke. It was screwed up so bad. So I'm not gonna lie, I was not a fan of the electric Rustler, but I am a total fan, and I'm totally in love with the one that I built for me. Now this is my personal one. I'm gonna be keeping this to the day that I die. I love this green. It looks so freaking good. So I'm gonna do a video dialing this one in. We're gonna play with the gears on all these cars that I own, nitro, electric. I love them all. But you see how awesome this thing looks. I have a video on this one when I got it. We were able to save that body, and look at how beautiful this thing came out. I think I'm gonna get some green shocks for it too. I hope they sell that. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.